Hey everyone, Elite Robs again. Today I'll be giving tips and tricks to help you get through the first 10 levels of the Dribble Challenge 2 workshop map. The first helpful tip for beginners is use a car you're most comfortable with. If you currently have a main, whether it be the Fennec, the Octane, or the Dominus, or some other car, you probably want to use that. Each unique hitbox is going to handle the ball differently, and how you visualize the ball interacting with the car is also going to impact how you dribble. The Octane hitbox is generally easier for most maps, but flatter hitboxes can help you with a few later levels. The second tip is to make sure to use the Dribble Challenge 2 overhaul map. There are two Dribble Challenge 2 maps. The original one is really good, however, the overhaul map has a lot of other features and is visually more clean, which can help you complete the challenge. It's a lot easier to see where the edges of the road are, as well as where you need to be to complete each level. The third tip is the Bakisma Dribble plugin can help you locate the center of the ball and your car. So the overhaul map has a lot of different modes and options. There are a lot of aesthetic ones, such as how light or dark the map is, as well as what the sky looks like, or if you want water on the map. You can also skip levels as well if you're in casual mode. And yeah, there are 3 modes: casual, timed, and impossible. If you're new to dribbling and haven't completed all 30 levels yet, I'd recommend just doing casual. Once you can complete all 30, try doing the timed mode. It tells you how many tries you've taken on each level and how fast you can complete all 30 levels. Once you can consistently complete the challenge in under 12 minutes or so, try the impossible mode for an extra challenge. I've also included a controller overlay. This will help you if you need a reference to see exactly how I'm turning or trying to control the ball. Tips for level 1, try to keep your car at the center of the circle. Tip number 2, don't worry about going too fast. If the ball gets a little bit too in front of you, it's really easy to lose control of the ball. Tips for level 2, stay in a straight line. Since this level is a little bit longer than level 1, it's really easy to veer off and not stay straight. Tip number 2, don't let the ball get too much in front of you. As the ball drops down on the hood of your car, if you don't maintain appropriate speed, the ball will drop off the front of your car and it will be going too fast for you to pick back up. Tips for level 3. Like I said earlier, you can download the Bakisma Dribble plugin to help you see where the center of the ball is. That's what I'm doing right here. As you can see, there's a crosshair on the ball as well as my car. So if you want to drive straight, you want those to line up more or less. Or if you want to turn left while dribbling like on this map, you want to be on the right side of the ball. Tips for level 4. Don't start the turn too early. Tip number 2, it's also really good to practice flicks on this map. However, I wouldn't suggest doing that until you can complete the challenge normally. Tip number 3, try to learn how to dribble without boost, especially if you want to slow down or speed up the ball. Tips for level 5. This is an especially hard map for beginners. It's really easy to get hard stuck on this map, but it's also really good for building muscle memory. Tip number 1, postpone the turn as long as you can. To cut right, you need to be on the left side of the ball. Tip number 3, go slowly as you end the cut and get the ball back on the center of your car. Tips for level 6. It's easier to wait for the wall to do a half rotation before you go. Tip number 2. You want to go on the left side of the wall. A more advanced technique is you could try to do a backflip to flick the ball over the wall. Or if you don't want to wait, you can just go really fast at the very beginning and get around it.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand. What will you learn?
Tips for level 7. You want to wait a half second before going. On the first wall, you want to go on the right side. On the second wall, you want to go on the left side. This level is a lot easier if you can slow down your dribble to wait for the second wall. Tips for level 8. There are 2 ways to do this map. Practice doing both of them as they both train different skills. To begin the dribble, don't boost until right after you hit the ball so you can catch it. Make sure to keep the ball in the hood of your car going up the ramp. The first way to complete this map is to pop it and then catch it off of the ramp. The second way is to do a dribble from the ramp all the way into the goal. Tips for level 9. This is another very difficult map, and it's really easy also to get hard stuck here, but completing this level will refine your dribbling skills. Tip number 1. Avoid getting too close to the wall. If the ball hits the wall, it's really easy to lose control, and if your car hits the wall, you'll lose control of your car. Once you get to the ramp, stay on the right side of the ball. It might be easy to think that you want to be on the left side of the ball so that it doesn't fall off the ramp. However, stay on the right side. Tip number 3. Go slowly on the ramp. Tip number 4. After the ramp, make sure to go slowly to maintain control of the ball. It's really tilting to lose control of the ball after you successfully pass the ramp. Level 10. Tip number 1. Have a straight run up to the gap. Tip number 2. Make sure the ball isn't too far in front of the hood of your car. Tip number 3. The easiest way to get past the gap is to do a double jump to pop the ball. You'll know you'll have successfully done this if your car hits the ball on both jumps. Tip number 4. If needed, boost to the correct position to catch the ball.
Help me! Help me!
Alright guys, I hope that those tips as well as the gameplay that you've seen will help you get past these first 10 levels. It's really important to be patient as you try this. This is a very difficult map. Alright guys, stay tuned and I'll try to get levels 11 through 20 done as soon as possible. If you guys have liked this so far, be sure to like and subscribe, and you'll continue to get quality content and training like this.